Life is not polar and life is not linear. Life is dimensional. And I took a lot of different stuff into my yoga praxis to make it more dimensional. And yoga is so rich on philosophy. But in my yoga praxis, it starts to coming out of a personal praxis. Because a personal pose holds my injuries, holds the way I'm thinking, it holds my experience, and it's not a formal functional pose. So when I want to take part in the life dimension, I have to come out of my personal experience and adapt it to a more formal pose, to an archetype, and from there I can gain insight and I can express myself in a better functional way. To come out of a personal pose, I start to measure my body. If it's measured, I can handle the pose. And if it's measured, it has a design. And then from here, the goal is to find the center point of a pose and also its symmetry. And from this center, I can find circumference. To bring the body into a symmetry, you can address your injuries, your imbalances caused by injuries better. And then from here, you can play around and open your body and become and finding more dimension. Because people tending to using one hemisphere over the other. And by using your mind differently, you start to see things differently. And by starting to see things differently, you start to speak differently. And you consider yourself differently. This downward facing dog pose is a 60-degree triangle pose, and it's the archetype for strength, structure and stability. And if I want to embody the archetype of this pose, I have to use really everything in my body, not only what I'm used to use. If I have strong legs, I can do this with my legs, but I have to use every part to express it fully. So I have to plug in my hands and sitting in the center of my palms. If I'm in the center of my palms, I'm in the center of my shoulders. So plug in the hands fully, press them down, and then plug in your feet, and then lift your hips high and roll the triceps in, and then finding the little arch in your lower back. And because nothing is straight in nature, with this little arch you have currency floating through your body, which is energy, which is also meaning ideas and thoughts are running through your body. Our body is designed to fit together. A pose fits if a chest comes to a thigh, if an armpit comes to a knee, or if an elbow comes to a knee. And also a 90-degree angle is the safest angle you can have in the body. So in this pose, I find my fits. And if you have found all these connections, your nervous system can rest and calm down. You can relax, you can feel better, you can articulate better, you can even think better. So yoga for me becomes an archetypal framework, a formal method based on universal ideas where we can bond our personal form to them and to get a greater insight, to be better adjusted so that yoga becomes a pathway of self-knowledge, of transformation, and to reform us.